What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk some CS Asia Championships, but first I just want to tell you I got 12 points in Rubet, I got 15 points in Thunderpick, and therefore I climbed the leaderboard a lot. Right now sitting at 122, need about 30 points to get into the top 10. So this is where I'm at, but I believe it's not so many events left this year, so I have to get some good results, and that I feel the pressure, guys. But yeah, that's how it is. Now we're going to talk the next event, going straight into the predictions here. Group A is I don't have a clear answer for Group A, and I believe not anyone else has it either, and that is because if we look at the first matchup, we got ENS, who got a stand-in instead of Diha, and I don't know much about this player, VLDN. And also, you know, Snappy is going out, probably going out from the team, and you know, I don't know how they're feeling in the team and how much are they practicing, and is Snappy even playing with them? I don't know. And I mean, looking at the individuals, of course there should be Tai Lu, but it's a new game. We haven't seen so much these Chinese teams versus the Europeans. So an upset is absolutely possible, I see. And therefore I will probably try to avoid picking players from here. Going down to Astralis versus Linvision, we have seen Astralis haven't been getting great results since Counter-Strike 2 released, and therefore I'm a little bit skeptic about them and will probably try to avoid them as well. And yeah, so Linvision, they could actually upset here as well. I would rate Linvision and Tai Lu, if they would face each other, I would say it's about a 50-50, but here the Chinese teams absolutely got the chance to make an upset. So yeah, that's it for Group A. Going down to Group B, we have the easiest opener here, Mouse versus Wings Up. Wings Up is not playing with their new roster, including two other guys, Krias and whoever it was. They got the two other guys that they qualified with. So yeah, they're playing with their old roster. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's how it is. And of course Mouse take that easy. And then we got FaZe versus Ninjas, and FaZe have started really good in Counter-Strike 2, and Ninjas is in a complete overhaul of their roster right now. So I would say that FaZe will take this pretty easy. I mean, Ninjas, they could, Res has been playing good, they could maybe make an upset of a map, but I don't see them winning the best of 3. So here, therefore, sorry, I see FaZe versus Mouse here in the upper finals, but Ninjas will win over Wings Up in the lower finals. So which players do we want? It works like this, guys. The team that ends up winning the upper final of the groups gets here directly to the semifinals of the playoffs. Therefore, I'm looking at Mouse and FaZe players, because if Mouse and FaZe players face each other in the upper final, then the winning team will get to the semifinals, but the second team will get to the opposite of the bracket. So therefore, if you take FaZe and Mouse, both these teams could go the whole way to the grand final. Of course, to maximize your points, the best thing would be getting a team from Group B that you believe will go to the grand finals, and if there is a team you believe from Group A that will go to the grand finals from first place. So let's say Astralis wins the upper final, you take players from Astralis, and FaZe wins upper finals of Group B, you take players from FaZe, then you get 4 players directly into semifinals, and they get points of padding and all that, you know. But since this is so confusing for me, Group A, I will be looking at Group B and make the safe route. But yeah, so let's get into the fantasy draft. Sorry, I've been sick the last week, so but it's getting better, guys. But yeah, let's see the draft here. Ends, we got I don't know. I mean, Snappy used to be a nice budget pick for me. If you believe in Ens, Snappy with the eco-friendly role, really good. VLDN, I don't have so much to say about them. And yeah, I would avoid Ens, but if you believe in them, go for it. Now, mouse players. I believe Gympads, Xertion have dropped off a little bit, but Frozen Torshi is still up there, but they are very expensive. But at least you could try to afford 2 players, let's say both maybe Xertion and Shuhi, something like that. And then we got FaZe Clan right after that, and Rain has elevated his game. Twist is getting back to his form he had a couple of months ago. Ropes is playing good. Brookie is playing extremely good right now. Karrigan is, about the same. He should be a bronze player, but I get why they put him as a silver player here. Or everyone would pick him. I don't know if everyone is picking him right now either way, but yeah. So try to get 1 or 2 from FaZe. Astralis I would avoid. Borup is just not putting up the score. Stare and Buzz. Just know, maybe if you want a budget pick from Astralis, go Stare. Yeah, something like that. Then we get to Tyloo. I would avoid Tyloo, but we know these guys could make an upset. I believe they actually can, and either Tyloo or Limvision could actually win the upper final of Group A. Jamyoung, I believe Jamyoung is supposed to be like the star of Tyloo, so maybe he could be a great pick if you believe in Tyloo, that they will go the far run. Then we got the Ninjas. Right now it's just, but I know it's tempting to pick like someone like Config for just 186, and I actually believe you can do that because Ninjas, of course, I think they will lose their first match against FaZe, but if they do, they will face Wings Up, and just looking at the individuals here, they will win hard against Wings Up, and they will qualify to the playoffs, but I think there is where their road ends. So maybe a player from NIP just to have a budget player, but I'm not so sure of it. Linvision is got some cheaper players than Tyloo, for example, but I still believe that they won't go really far. They could make an upset. And Wings Up we're not looking at all. So I'll be looking at many mouse and FaZe builds. So if I just show you the first one, we got here Xertion, real good entry fragger. Mouse, I believe they will go probably all the way or to the semifinals, something like that. Brokey, insane. The thing with this lineup is that it got 2 mouse for that great opener. It got Brokey that is playing insane, and from FaZe that I believe will win the event. Config, just a bit of budget pick that could make some points come in if they face Wings Up, which they probably will. And Emilia Kak, the MVP, no, I don't know. Aegis Machine, he has an insanely high Aegis percentage. Insanely high, just for the budget pick if you want these expensive players. But I will show you another draft that includes 2 from Mouse, 2 from FaZe, and 1 from the NIP. I think here you got all players will qualify for to the playoffs, but their NIP will fall off. And the problem with this roster is that you got both Shuhi and Karrigan. You can have 2 IGLs. It depends on how far they will go, which teams they will face, and if player like Shuhi, for example, yeah, he's an in-game leader, but against Wings Up, he could get a great amount of decent points. So actually, Karrigan here is my worst pick, so to say, but a great pick if FaZe goes still all the way, because you get those 6 points of winning, and you can get some easy boosters on Karrigan because the bottom of the scoreboard is like really high to trigger. So yeah, that's it, how I'm thinking, guys. Thanks for the support. Show me what you're thinking, tell me what you're thinking, leave a like, all that yada yada, and I'll see you in the next video.